Aden Duale has been removed from his position as the National Assembly Majority Leader by President Uhuru Kenyatta. He is being replaced by Amos Kumunya. Duale had been in the position for the last 7 years. He has been in politics for 13, representing Garissa Township. Duale has had solid support from the Muslim community, Somalis, pastoralists, and others from the country's northeast. The former majority leader has been a key voice in Kenya's foreign policy toward Somalia. He backed the recognition of Ahmed Madobe as Jubaland president against the wishes of Somalia's president Mohamed Farmajo. And he urged Kenyatta to press a tough line in the two countries' dispute over territory at sea that is believed to be rich in mineral deposits. Duale appears to have backed the wrong political horse this time, however.
It is being viewed that Duale is one of those people who has suffered for his close dalliance with the deputy president, because he is one of the most closest people to the deputy president, and also he is being considered as somebody who has been sitting on the fence for quite some time.
Kenyatta and Ruto have become political rivals, despite both being members of the Jubilee Party. Last week, the president removed 16 Ruto supporters from lucrative committee assignments within the legislature.
And you see, Duale and William Ruto are one at the same time. So I think since he has been in that wing of the majority of the people who have been removed in those positions of the chairmanship, I think there was no point leaving Duale behind.
The rift between the president and his deputy has been growing since Kenyatta had a historic handshake with opposition leader Raila Odinga. There have been reports that the Kenyan leader would like to amend the 2020 constitution to provide for a prime minister. The theory goes that Odinga would become president and Kenyatta prime minister. A similar arrangement saw Odinga become prime minister under Mwai Kibaki following political violence in 2008. Senator Paul Njoroge is a key supporter and confidant of President Kenyatta. He sees Duale as being an obstacle to amending the Constitution.
When we are heading to changing the Constitution, the majority leader of the National Assembly matters a lot, because he is the one who really works closely with the one with the other members of the National Assembly.
Kenyatta appears to have been aware that sacking Duale could hurt him with the Somali community.
He is considered a very influential person within the Somali community in the country, and there is a probability that whatever word he says moving politically, it may be considered as the gospel truth, and they might follow him moving forward. But there is also the other fact whereby in removing Duale, who is from the Somali community, the president has given another person in the name of Aden Duale to act as the joint parliamentary secretary. This is also another elevated position whereby Aden Duale will play the role of bringing together the National Assembly and the Senate in advancing the president's and the government's agenda in Parliament, and also bringing together the members of the Jubilee Party. It is a newly created position, and this newly created position also comes with its powers. So in removing one Somali, the president has given another Somali in Aden Duale, another person who is also considered an influential member of that community.
Ruto had been seen as a powerful force within the Kenyatta administration in its first term. He has been accused of corruption, however, and has gradually been frozen out of the decision-making within the government. 126 MPs reportedly sent a petition to the president asking for Duale's removal. After the 16 legislators were removed from committee assignments, many thought Duale would survive. But Monday's meeting, held with 174 of 179 Jubilee MPs, was quick and decisive. Kenyatta nominated Kamunya. He was seconded and then became the new majority leader. Duale did several interviews over the past few days on local TV, saying he had no worries over his political future.
Is above board. I have delivered for Jubilee in the House, and I'm not a guest of anyone.
Analysts say this isn't the last we will hear from Aden Duale.
Probably it's a temporary setback, but I do believe, knowing him for quite some time, having reported on him and what happens in Parliament, he is going to bounce back.